Leos, welcome to my channel. My name's Leanne. This is the Spirit Journal, and it looks like we're getting straight in with your message, guys. This is a message for Leo Sun, Moon and Risings for the month of March 2021, and the first card we have out for you guys is the Golden Egg. The circle on this card is the alchemical symbol for spirit. The Golden Egg speaks to there being a message in your heart chakra, in your heart space, Leo. To take these that you need to retreat within in order to be able to hear. You also have the Swan card, downward pointing triangle with no line going through it, is the alchemical symbol for water, and the swan is a very graceful, intuitive. It is also very much about creativity. So there could be a message here pertaining to wanting to create, maybe wanting to express what it is in your heart space through creativity, Leos. You also had the Moth card here, upward pointing triangle with the line going through it, is the alchemical symbol for air. Moths, we all know the phrase, like a moth to a flame. Have you been a moth to a flame, Leo, or are you the flame and moths keep flocking to you, blocking off your creativity? Maybe every time you enter into a creative cycle, you happen to meet a person who seems to reflect that creativity, and then you find that actually they're not reflecting any creativity to you. Apart from what was already inside of you, they were drawn to your light. They were drawn to this light within your heart. And I'm picking up a message here for somebody that whatever this connection was, it blocked off your creativity. Almost like they came to take your shine, to take your light. So let's see, Leos. Get some messages from the tarot. The Leos I've been connecting with, I've been saying they've been going through a major transformation, and it's like an ego death Leos have been going through. Spiritual awakening. Sometimes as well, Leos, when we feel like we've lost our own creativity, you can be drawn to the light of other people's, and that essentially is going to cause you worry, upset, stress, mental angst, because you're not living in your own creativity, you're not living in your own power, you're not expressing from your own self. Here you need to also be aware that of creating your own fears, manifesting your worries. There's worries. I always say, worrying is the art of praying for what you don't want to happen. And Leo's is ruled by the sun. You guys are manifestors, so you really need to pay attention to where you're focusing your energy, Leo. With the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups here is about leaving something behind, leaving an emotional situation behind, leaving somebody behind that you have an emotional connection with, maybe a lover, family, friends, and this could be causing you worry. You may be becoming into awareness about how certain connections with the people you thought were not real connections. It was more like a draining of energy. Nine of Swords as well is also in prophecies. These two cards in combination, I'm also picking up here. You are being asked to walk away from this type of thinking, this type of mentality. This is the story of Oedipus. The Oedipus complex, as was explained with Freud, but the story actually goes that Oedipus's mother and father went to visit the oracle, and the oracle told them that their child would rise up against their father kill him and marry the mother. And in an attempt to avoid that happening, the father banished the baby when it was born to a mountain. On top of, or to some mountain, the baby was rescued. Long story short, that story manifested. He wanted to get, the baby grew up wanting to get revenge on who had killed his father, believing it was this now king, who was already his father, killed him and married his mum. So it's like, you can worry so much that you now have created the action that is actually going to perpetuate the situation that you didn't want in the first place. That's what you're being asked to walk away from in the month of March, Leos. Worrying. Listen to your heart. Swans is also connected to love. Swans mate for life. Their oxytocin level is high. Once they pair bond, they ain't going nowhere. Okay? Their oxytocin is high. So if you're somebody and you bond quickly and easily, be aware of that, because people can use that against you. Let's get some more cards. I feel like you're going to be coming into an awareness in March as well about how maybe people have been doing this, or maybe how you have been doing this, Leo. Let's see. Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising. Five of Swords. This is betrayal, sorrow. This is also my narcissist card. Five of Swords. Cunning, plotting, trying to get away with things. You are being asked to walk away from this energy in the month of March. In astrology, Leos can very much be connected with narcissistic traits. It's that energy of wanting attention because without being seen, you don't exist. In worrying about these scenarios, these negative outcomes, you could actually be perpetuating some of these traits yourself, Leo. And you're being asked to walk away from whatever it is that is causing this. You may be involved potentially with a narcissist who has been trying to induce this state in you, or you could have somebody who has walked away from you. But this here, there's an energy of sadness about this, disappointment, feeling defeated. Somebody feels defeated, so they're not even trying, they're just allowing this to happen. They're allowing this walking away to happen. And here again we have the Emperor. Again, the Emperor and the Five of Swords is about somebody wanting to exert their power, and they've exerted their power. Somebody's walked away. In the month of March, be aware of these things becoming being revealed to you. You might have some aspects of yourself and your own character revealed to you, Leo, that you don't like. You may feel you need to have to stand your ground as well. Also, rising into your power. As you rise up into your power, as you rise into your strength, you may have energies of people wanting to come up against you in the month of March. And then you have the Hierophant card. You're asked to channel your higher wisdom. Tap into that High Priest energy. The traditions in your family, your traditions in general. Maybe implementing routines and rituals into your daily life so that you can tap into this message in your heart. There's something wants to come from you. A message wants to come from you, and this message is connected to something sensitive. The swan is also a mystic. It's sensitive mystic. It's the mystic who feels through their emotions. They pick up on messages through their emotions, like clairsentience as well, empathy. Make sure you're using this gear wisely, because this is a moth. It's not a butterfly. And moths, the key words is on this deck, if I remember correctly, the key words for the moth is impulsive, foolish, reckless. They're going towards what is light, but they're getting burned. The moth is also is wishful. It looks on the light, it looks on the stars, and it makes its wish. So you hold hope. I'm going to pull an animal oracle card, an Isis oracle to conclude this reading. But here you're being asked to walk away from these thoughts and beliefs, these worrisome, burdensome thoughts, walking away to something new, something on the horizon, a brand new beginning, a brand new start. Leaving behind this energy of defeatist narcissism. Here we have Set, the energy of Set, who killed Osiris, the divine partner to Isis. He invited Osiris to a party and tricked him into getting into a sarcophagus which never opened again, and he was dead. Imagine that, being invited to your own public execution. This emperor here stands with Excalibur. This is Arthur and Excalibur standing here with the sword of truth. So the truth will come out. There'll be some kind of final nail in the coffin type of moment, and the truth will come out. And I feel like it's connected to family. This is connected to a family line. This is something. This could be energy narcissistic parents within your family, narcissistic family members as well, that you are freeing yourself from the bondage, or the mental bondage that they created in your own mind. You're freeing yourself from in the month of March. And here you have the knot of Isis. Energetic stabilization with the buckle of the beloved. This card comes out to say that you are currently going through some type of transformation. You could potentially be coming into some awareness of a particular spiritual gift or skill. Everybody has their own unique spiritual energetic signature, and with that their own unique spiritual gifts. No one can take this from you, and you cannot acquire the gifts of other people if they have nothing to do with you. So this is asking you to stabilize your energy. Pay attention to what gifts are yours. You may be noticing that you are drawn to a specific god or goddess archetype. This could be very, very revealing for you as well. If that is pertaining to you, I would suggest then research the mythologies of that energy. You're divinely protected at this time. If this knot of Isis, this buckle of Isis, suggests that spiritually and energetically you are protected. Your energies are intertwining with this higher consciousness, and this is probably why you have to go into your heart space, so you can get some lessons. And Leo, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like there's some tough lessons for you in the month of March. But I also believe that these lessons are in relation to your spiritual awakening. Okay, one of Leo's biggest lessons in this spiritual lifetime, particularly Leo risings, is about ego, the difference between their ego and their higher self, integrating. Okay, so I hope that message helps. If you would like a personal reading, the information will be in the description box below, and I wish you the best for March.